And Packy Smith is still special too.
You guys know these demo tapes don't just edit themselves together, right?
Well, all right.
3 cheers for Stephen Phillips.
Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, we're coming into Sideways already talking about religion. We ain't talking about politics. We talking about religion this morning.
Give me that old-time religion.
There you go. Jim Richter in here with us. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning. I'm pleased to be here, and I've got my dear friend Jamie Lee Hardiman with me. Jamie Lee is a heck of a singer, just released her first album, and she's here to teach you a little bit about how to make it big, Stephen.
I'm with you. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good.
I'm all excited. Her daddy's a big race. Is it Jack Black? Am I saying that right?
Blackjack.
Blackjack racing, big deal. She
It
brought his
does.
trophy in. It's like, I was like, can I hold it? She's like, no, you can't hold
You
it.
can't have it. Here it is.
That
But
is-
you,
that
well,
is
you
cool.
you can hold it a little bit.
Man, that's
and put
back
it on
when
camera.
racing was racing, I guarantee
He was
you.
a drag racing champion.
Yeah, absolutely. In 1981, division champion, Super Pro ET bracket, Southeast Division, NHRA. And that's it right there. That is awesome. That is awesome. That is better than any kind of, what's them actors get? Well, they get them actors
Grammys.
get. Grammys. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
better than a Grammy right there.
That's a Wally. That's a racing Grammy.
I love it. Yep, I love it. And it's sitting right here with me. What about you, Pat? What are you doing out there?
I'm hanging in here listening to you guys, having a good time.
Put that back.
Hey, that's Stephen's. No.
Ask her if I could have it. Yeah, we tried. Now, Pat, when Harry left there, he said what would he say? He's Episcopal.
Episcopalian.
Episcopalian.
And you a Lutheran. What's the difference? Y'all, he said it's light Catholic, and you say yours is light Catholic. Is that y'all about the same?
No, Lutheran isn't light Catholic.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Yeah.
Have
we
you
just
ever?
we just don't do the Pope.
Oh, y'all ain't got a pope?
No.
So what do y'all got?
We got bishops.
Oh, you
we
got
don't have a
bishops.
Pope. Yeah.
Us Baptists, we got Jesus.
As opposed to you.
Yeah, we got Jesus. Oh, well. Hey, in 1958, Merle Haggard was transferred to San Quentin Prison after he failed to
Mama
escape.
tried. Mama tried.
Yeah, he failed to escape attempt from Bakersfield Jail. Yep. During his time in prison, Haggard started a run. He started a gambling and brewing racket in prison.
Good for him.
How about that? Yeah.
That's American enterprise
Yeah.
right there.
After he was caught drunk, he was sent for a week into solitary confinement.
I was drunk the day that Mama.
Is it? Now, let me
Got
guess
out of
something. I guess
prison.
was it Johnny Cash that actually inspired him to? I think it was Johnny Cash, wasn't it? That inspired him to start writing songs and becoming a musician.
I think they were big buddies.
I think Johnny Cash come to San Quentin and done his
Yeah.
deal there.
I know
and-
they were very
And
close.
Merle's like, well, if he can do it, I can do it. I'm a big, huge Merle Haggard fan, no doubt. Big, huge.
Well,
Merle fan.
you know, one of your albums, The Haggard State of Mind.
There you go.
There
I love
you go.
I love it.
I like that song.
What do you got there?
Let's see. Today is John Lewis's birthday, Congressman John Lewis from Georgia,
Yeah.
and Kelsey Grammer from Cheers. He's 67 years old today, and Jennifer
Actually-
Love Hewitt.
When we went to Chicago, I went to that little spot where they shoot Cheers. You know, they did the movie Cheers or whatever, or the TV series Cheers, a little bar they had up there.
Yeah.
And it's still called Cheers, but we couldn't eat because everybody was
Hey,
lined up.
wait a minute, Stephen.
What?
Cheers is in Boston, not in Chicago.
Well, it was Boston then.
It was one of them Yankee
One of them, I
cities.
can't tell them one.
He didn't know he was at the bar the whole
I
time.
didn't know whether I was in Boston or Chicago. That's
Boston.
good.
I went to Chicago, but then I've been to Boston too. Please come to Boston for the springtime. But I guess it was.
Oh, wait a minute. That's not the lyrics of that song.
Okay,
Golly,
sing it.
Stephen.
What?
Steve doesn't.
You want to go back? Play the opening again
Please
so
come
Stephen
to
can get back on track.
Boston. But anyway, I've been there. I said, don't.
Well, all the Boston audience just clicked off.
Are
It
there
was.
any here?
We went to that Tea Harbor too up there in Boston.
Oh,
while
the
we was
Boston Tea
The
Party.
Tea Harbor?
there. Yeah, where they done all poured all the tea out.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. What else you got?
It's Kim Seekman's birthday.
Who?
And Kim Seekman in Blairsville.
Oh, I knew that. Happy birthday.
Yeah, and State Representative Victor Anderson, who represents over there in Rabun County, I believe.
He a Republican or Democrat?
He's a good guy.
Okay. I asked if he's Republican or Democrat.
He's a good guy.
What's that
He's
mean?
not one of the bad guys.
So he's Republican?
He's probably
Yeah.
a Democrat.
Yep, he is.
Hey, you
Yes.
forgot Alan Rickman. He just passed away in 2016, but Alan Rickman was in a lot of movies, and he is the best bad guy ever. He was
unbelievable.
He was the best bad guy ever. But anyway, he passed away. You hated him, but you just loved him. I like the bad guys.
And today is the birthday of the dearly departed man who made me a centi-trillionaire, Robert Mugabe of Zimbabwe. I've got me $100 trillion Zimbabwe paper note, and that plus about $10 will get you a Starbucks cup of coffee these days.
That's pretty impressive to me.
Can you say his name backwards and forwards?
I
Like
can't
3
say it
times?
backwards.
Hey, Pat,
Yeah.
you forgot John Lewis. I know you're a big John Lewis
No,
fan.
he mentioned him.
Oh, did you say John?
Oh, Packy, could we play the opening again?
I heard you. You did.
Let Stephen catch up here.
Okay, I'll just
Oh,
wait.
my-
I'll just wait.
Oh, my goodness.
Keep going.
Hey, today Omar Bradley was promoted to the rank of Brigadier General. And you know what he's famous for?
I probably like everybody else up in there. I don't know
He
what.
saved General George Patton's career.
Really?
There's some debate. We won't get into that too deeply. They had a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, Bradley Patton didn't like Bradley, but
And-
Bradley was his friend.
There's some room for discussion on that, but I'll put it this way: Bradley and Eisenhower both recognized Patton was the best field general, period, during that
Yes.
war. And
Yes.
he's the kind of guy where, okay, we've got us a dirty job here, and we need someone to do this job. And when we're not in the middle of this battle here, get this guy the heck away from everything. Don't let him talk to the press because he's going to cause problems. But when we've got this battle, Patton is the one we need.
If they'd have left
Yeah,
him alone,
he was like a Jack Nicholson character in A Few Good Men.
if he wouldn't, if they'd left him alone, we wouldn't have the trouble we got today with Russia and the rest of the riffraff out there. But they said there's a theory that he was assassinated.
I've read about that too. Yeah.
Yep.
I hadn't made my mind up on that, but there's a theory out there.
There's a theory out there.
Speaking of assassination, this is the day in 1965 that Malcolm X was assassinated in New York.
Wow.
It's also the day that Edward Land
He
developed
invented
the
the land.
first instant developing camera,
Oh,
Polaroid.
a Polaroid land camera.
Yeah, I remember those. You know,
I still
remember
got
those
some.
commercials. And they had Solare Olivier on the commercials with that cultured British accent. The Polaroid land camera.
I actually brought some Polaroids today.
I like it better.
Oh,
when,
well, no. We don't have
I
any
like it.
X-rated stuff on this show.
I like it better when James Garner was doing the Polaroid commercials.
I liked it better when James Garner was on TV.
Yeah, I'm
rather
with you
than
on
the
that.
Stuff they got.
Hey, it's okay. It's what is it? It's before Ash Wednesday. What is today?
Shrove Tuesday, Fat Tuesday.
Fat Tuesday. Yeah. What is
Yes,
Fat
it is.
Tuesday now?
Mardi Gras.
Oh, the Mardi Gras. Now is this
Because people fasted during Lent, which
Right.
starts tomorrow. Today they ate up all their sweets in their cupboards.
so Lent starts tomorrow?
Lent starts tomorrow.
And that's
with
where you
Ash
give up
Wednesday.
something, right?
Yeah, right.
For
What
how
you
long?
going to give up?
For like a year.
I'm Baptist. We ain't got to give nothing up. What are you giving up, Pat?
I'm giving up liquor,
Are you really?
alcohol. I do it every year just to prove to myself that I'm not really an alcoholic.
Let's see how that works out. How long do you have to give it up? Oh, about 2 hours.
40 days.
40. What about you, Pat?
He did. Wait a minute. He said liquor.
Liquor.
He didn't say alcohol. You know.
No,
what I
no,
mean?
no, I
Nah,
meant
didn't-
alcohol,
Yeah,
Packy.
sure.
You know,
The
gotta
beer
take
and wine goes too.
you got to take communion now. I mean,
Pat's getting
that's biblical.
Well, we call that a technicality. You know what I mean?
So what are you going to give up, Pat?
Definitely not liquor.
I'm gonna give up exercising. He's gonna give up exercising.
He also said 40 days. That's like 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness.
Yeah. Bless his heart. He won't even be able to think right. Oh well.
I'll be fine. I've done this before.
What else we got? Anything?
Let's see. We got 1972. Richard Nixon was the first U.S. president to visit China. So all this problem with China is Nixon's fault.
It is his fault.
But it's all right. We got
Couple years later, John Mitchell, H.R. Haldeman, and John D. Ehrlichman were sentenced to jail for conspiracy and obstruction of justice.
I am not a crook.
I am not a crook, right?
When they tell you, when they have to tell you that, that's bad, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
I'm not a crook.
And this was the day that Pete
swear I'm
Rose
not.
in 1989. Pete Rose met with the baseball commissioner and got suspended for life.
Yeah, that didn't go so well for old Pete.
I'm with you,
No,
Steven.
it hasn't.
If they say they're not a crook, like if you're buying a car from somebody and they say, "Look, I'm an honest guy," you know what I mean? Run away.
Yeah, if they have to tell you that, there might be a problem. That's like I say, when they got bumper sticker on their car, you might want to think about it. All right, well,
And today in 1431 was the first day of Joan of Arc's trial for heresy, which ended up her being burned at the stake.
boy, that'd be a rough way to go, wouldn't it?
Well, sure would be.
Yeah, it'd be a rough way to go. All right. Hey, man, we come back. You know anything about this James O'Keefe stuff that's going on? Do you know
Sure do.
All right, well, let's talk about that when we get back. Let's go ahead and thank Young Harris Water Sports. And I'm telling you, folks, the sun's coming out. It's spring, fixing to be summer. We need to get us some boats, some RVs. We need to start talking about cookouts and all that good stuff. We need to start over at Young Harris Water Sports, get your boat, RV, and all the accessories to go along with it. And we'll be right back.
And now, with even more news for Western North Carolina and North Georgia, I'm Jeff Batten.
Right now, one of the biggest challenges that we're facing is kind of this broken relationship between the sheriff's office and the police department.
That's Hiawassee Police Chief Jeremy Parker in the WJRB studios on the worst-kept secret in Towns County. Last week's police chase from the county into the city, back into the county, and then into another county rankled Towns County Sheriff Ken Henderson. He claims his office wasn't notified when Hiawassee policeman J.R. Murray pursued a reckless driver for 8 heart-rending miles before giving up the chase. Parker says the sheriff's office was notified, but getting beyond that, Parker says the stakes are too high for this tension to continue.
That's something that I think is very important, that we try to mend that, because, you know, our officers don't have any backup. They're out there by themselves. When they call for help, you know, I want to let them know that they have backup coming and that relationship's there, so they don't have to worry about who's going to come help them.
The town of Andrews is taking the Ohio train disaster seriously enough to ramp up its own water testing schedule. The town's water director, Pete McNeely, says on their Facebook page, "I'm also planning to regularly test for vinyl chloride over the next several months just as a precaution. FEMA has declared last week's toxic spill in Ohio an environmental disaster." Towns County State Senator Bo Hatchett is 3 for 3 as the Assembly session hits the halfway point. His third bill passed the Senate unanimously last week. SB 59 deals with setting up an Office of the Inspector General, which would serve as a watchdog over fraud committed in other state agencies. It awaits passage in the House, which is also hearing Hatchett's bills regarding tougher minimum sentencing on youth gang violence and designating catalytic converter theft into its own category. And the Union County Board of Education is expected to pass a resolution tonight on the 5-year local facility plan. Work session at 5, monthly meeting at 7 in Blairsville. For Pat Malone and Harry Bond, I'm Jeff Batten.
Hers is a defining voice of country music.
Like two sparrows in a hurricane.
Friday night, March 10th, Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, Hiawassee welcomes Tanya Tucker.
It's a little too late to do the right thing now.
Grammy Award-winning country music superstar Tanya Tucker.
Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on?
Tickets on sale now.
Step back, non-believers, or the rain will never
Call 706-896-4191 or get them online at GeorgiaMountainFairgrounds.com.
Hard luck, keep trucking. I was born to a hard luck world.
Tanya Tucker.
Mama's name, child, what's your mama's name?
One of country music's most recognizable voices, the legendary Tanya Tucker, in concert Friday night, March 10th at the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, Hiawassee.
Blairsville and Murphy KFC fans, let the Colonel do your cooking tonight. For a limited time, choose dine in or carry out Mondays and Tuesdays with KFC's 7-piece Stark special. Add 2 sides for $7 or the $6 drum and thigh special. It's finger licking good. Looking for something cooler? How about the Colonel's Wrap special? Get 2 for $5 in Blairsville and Murphy, 369 Brackett Way, just off 515, and in Murphy at 1321 Andrews Road. And start a new career today at KFC.com.
Union General Health System continues to invest in the health care of our community. Did you know Union General Hospital in Blairsville has just recently acquired a new state-of-the-art MRI machine? No need to drive to Atlanta or out of the area to diagnose the discomfort that you're feeling. So, start your scan here at Union General Hospital. More than a half-century of caring for this community. That's Union General Health System and Union General Hospital in Blairsville.
This is Marvin Cooper with Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, and I'm here with our office manager, Cassandra Bannister. Cassandra, Ken just called you Little Bit, and it made me think about all of our friends' nicknames. Red, Piglet, Speed, Smiley, Tank, Peanut, Spud, Oompa, Dink, and Stretch. I think Tamala and I need nicknames. I once called Tamala Chinchilla.
Marvin Cooper, Tamala is going to kill you. I can't believe you just said that on the radio. We are Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, Towns County's local funeral home since 1934.
It's time now to honor the Prep Athlete of the Week. Brought to you by Ware Chevrolet in Blairsville, supporting the champions of tomorrow from the 5-county area.
The Towns County Lady Indians are back to the playoffs in state basketball again. Tabitha Barnes scored double figures in the big win. That was a victory over Warren County on Thursday night. Unfortunately, they did come up short in the title game against Lake Oconee Academy, but keep your eyes on the Towns County Lady Indians and Tabitha Barnes, the Ware Chevrolet Athlete of the Week.
The Morning Dish! The Tuesday Morning Dish is powered by Young Harris Water Sports. You want to deal with people who love boats? You've come to the right place. From a new covered storage facility to boat consignment services, it's all in one place with Young Harris Water Sports.
All righty, we're back with you. Hope everybody's doing good out there. Okay, what is the deal with this James O'Keefe, man? He's got this company he started, and then they kicked him out of it, and they said that he was doing bad things, and then he had this big video where he actually talked about that they was mad at him because he went all over the country and rented black cars. What do y'all know about this?
I think that this is, we don't know enough yet to know the true agenda, if there is one behind this, but it looks to me like Mr. O'Keefe allowed some people in his organization. I think it's a nonprofit. You can get a tax deduction from contributing to them. Organization where they were basically doing undercover journalism, and they have broken a lot of big stories. Caught a lot of people lying about things.
Like Pfizer, didn't they get them just like 2-3 weeks ago or something?
Right, that's right.
Planned Parenthood selling dismembered parts of children.
Yeah, and there's some people who didn't like this, and some of them, I think, got themselves on the board of directors and then staged a coup to remove Mr. O'Keefe. And we don't yet know. I think basically some of these people are rhinos and
Pat's listening
and don't like what Mr. O'Keefe was doing.
What's your take on this, Pat?
I think Jim used the word journalists.
Yeah.
I think that's really a loose descriptor for what Project Veritas is. Project Veritas is the company that O'Keefe founded. It is a nonprofit, and they use dubious methods to uncover things or to make things look illegal or just nasty things. So, I think he probably got too big for his own shoes. He thought he was bigger than the organization. And actually, the reason he got, and he's only supposed to be suspended. He's not been fired, according to the board.
Well, the way I understand, he put a video up that he's out of there. You said dubious? Dubious? What's dubious? That's
Doubtful.
where they sat around smoking doobie or something?
That's right, the Dubious Brothers.
Yeah.
I love the group, man. Doobie
Man.
Brothers. So you're thinking, think he's got too big for his britches?
They did a lot of good work initially, but then you got to top what you did last week. You got what have you done for me lately? And lately they've done some real strange things, I think.
I don't know. You talking about topping what we did last week? We just seem like we just keep sucking down to the bottom here on this show. We seem like we're doing all right.
Well, Pat, I would just respond only this. I don't think that the mainstream, quote, news, unquote, organizations are news organizations anymore. They're propaganda. And so it's gotten to this point in this country where the only hope that you have of finding out some of these dark agendas that are going on is to just go exploring around and consult other sources, because there's no way I'll believe one word that CNN or NBC or ABC, CBS,
or Fox News.
And a lot of Fox News. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about Newsmax? You a Newsmax guy?
I don't particularly care for Newsmax. One of the founders there is in tight with the Clinton Foundation, and
well, he's just trying to stay alive, man.
Well,
I don't
exactly.
He
doesn't want. He don't want to. The problem is that if you think of the media as the mainstream corporate people, and if you think you can believe anything they say, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they say keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I can see where that goes.
I don't disagree with you on the Main Street media that it's all subject. I think it's
propaganda
to a large degree, but I don't think that necessarily makes an organization like Project Veritas lily white either.
Well, okay, then where are you going to get your news when it's been documented now? Elon Musk has come out and admitted this. The FBI was influencing and telling social media companies like Google and Facebook which news, which blogs, which things are authoritative and which should be shut down. In other words, our government, an agency of our government, was acting.
Jim, the FBI has been doing that since.
That's right, since J. Edgar Hoover, that transvestite.
Yeah. So that's
what he was.
Just go, boys.
Yeah. And we're going to go at it. Pat, you just need to understand it's not a conspiracy if somebody tells you that the CIA killed JFK. If you think that a lone nut did it, then you need to explain how a lone nut was able to get the Treasury Department, the Secret Service agents removed from JFK's car that morning. There's video of that.
Oh, we're getting deep now.
You need to explain how they could change the parade route at the last minute. The mafia and the Cuban refugees didn't have that power. A lone nut didn't have that power. Who did?
I'm wondering how we went from James O'Keefe and Project Veritas in 2023 to 1963.
Because
I love it, man. It started a long time ago.
It did.
Yeah,
it's the same. It's the same people who conducted the coup back in 1963 that are still controlling things and doing
going
what they're
back to
doing.
the social media thing.
Yeah.
If the government, and you can argue private companies and can do all
the
that kind of stuff,
government
but
is
if the
influencing it.
government tells you what to post, that is a First Amendment violation.
You got that right.
Or
Ace.
what
You
not to
got that.
allow.
Well, now
That's
they
it.
kick us off all the time. Can we sue somebody?
Well,
Can
if
I
it's a
sue
private
somebody?
company, they're protected, I guess. But if the government's telling you that you can't let this person say that, no matter what it is, that's deciding what is
One
free
would
speech.
think if we still had a constitution that applied.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Getting
Yeah.
pretty fired up in here. I like this, man. Just
Well,
stir it up. That's my job. I'll just stir it up.
I just have to say it. Pat, I disagree. You may not like these people's methods, but I think legally Project Veritas comes under the same protection that the press comes under, just the same as Julian Assange is a journalist. And you may or may not think that, but I think that he is or was. And it just ought to tell you something that our government wants to put people like that in jail.
Tony,
in
what do
jail.
you say, Pat? Let's hear your rebuttal on that.
What do you think?
I think the government is doing a hell of a good job because we're allowed to have this disagreement on what each of us believe. That's part of what a republic is all about. And it's messy, but it's better than anything else that's out there. So I'm okay with it, Jim. I'm okay with arguing with you.
There you go.
Good.
I like it. Well, anyway, we got to jump to a break.
Thank God.
You got to thank. I'm the one that's taking us to a break, Jim.
Thank you, Stephen.
There you go. Maybe God told me.
We can't put
God
you.
told me to take us to a break.
We
Thank
can't.
you, God.
The devil made you do it.
Anyway, we're going to get to a break, get back. We got this young lady that's got a brand new album coming out. We're going to talk to her right here live in person. Young Harris Water Sports has brought you a show today, and I'm not kidding y'all. It's fixing. The sun's coming out, man. It's going to be a beautiful summer, and we need boats. We need RVs and accessories. Go by and check out Young Harris Water Sports.
Young Harris Water Sports and RV now offering the Supreme Surf Boat line, along with Hurricane Deck Boats, Godfrey Pontoons, Monterey, Chaparral, Bayliner Bow Riders, Low Pontoons, along with both Yamaha and Sea-Doo PWCs and more. Young Harris Water Sports and RV has the area's largest service center, parts and accessory selection, so there's no need to leave the mountains. Young Harris Water Sports and RV at 3676 Highway 76. Online at yhmarineandrv.com.
Let's go!
The most amazing global cuisine isn't a world away. It's here in Blairsville on Murphy Highway. By now, you've heard about teppanyaki time, but what you might not know is that executive chef Brian Kim has crafted more than 20 custom handcrafted sushi rolls. Pair that with a hibachi plate with fried rice or ramen, and you'll be off to the land of the rising sun, also known as teppanyaki time in Blairsville, next to the Verizon store and open 7 days a week.
It's a cold winter night, and out of the fog comes the most wicked, awesome pickup you've ever seen. Floor lighters, LED lights, and fog lights, and a killer bed cover for keeping the load dry. There's no doubt where the accessories came from.
Rose Auto, the only way to go.
Whether up Bell Mountain or down by the water, trust your truck accessories with Rose Auto in Blairsville for an experience you never thought possible.
Rose Auto.
Haul your truck up to Rose Auto on the Murphy Highway.
Dad, turn on the heat.
Give it a second.
Hey, Dad, it's really cold.
Guys, this car isn't exactly brand new. Give it a second.
So I'm guessing heated seats are out of the question?
Wise guy.
Hey guys, it's Andy. Why don't you come see me and check out all the new and pre-owned vehicles at Jackie Jones Ford of Haysville. The new year means a new vehicle, and Jackie Jones Ford is ready to hook you and the kids up with something a little, hotter. Jackie Jones, your neighborhood Ford dealer, Highway 64 West in Haysville. Online at jjfordhaysville.com.
Ugh, these crow's feet and baggy skin around my eyes.
I would love to get rid of the fine lines around my lips.
Guys, gals, Sentinel Plastic Surgery in Blairsville is now offering T&M treatments just for those issues. Tightening skin. This thermal mechanical treatment is comfortable, creates little downtime, and best of all, it's affordable, starting at $250. Check it out, 706-439-6486 or sentinelplastic.com.
Chris here with the Loaded Cow. It is February, and that means there's a lot of exciting things happening at the Loaded Cow. We have expanded seating for you and your group. New utterly loaded flavors. At Loaded Cow, you always get home-turned ice cream. Come in and check us out and warm up with a delicious hot waffle cone, some hot chocolate, or even a hot cup of coffee. We know that you missed us, but we missed you as well. Loaded Cow on Georgia 17 between Mary's Southern Grill and the Heavenly Bake Shop.
The Morning Dish. Young Harris Water Sports says it may be Tuesday, but on the lake, every day's the weekend. Young Harris Water Sports is ranked #1 in customer service and boasts the #1 full marine service department in the mountain area. So make it the best Tuesday ever at Young Harris Water Sports.
All righty, we're back with you. We got Jamie Lee Hardiman in here with us. Got a brand new album released and with on Jim Richter's album label. So
that's right.
Tell us about it, Jim.
Well, I met Jamie a little more than a year ago. She came over to a studio where I work in Ellijay and wanted to record a song she had written, and we did a demo of that. And I liked how she sounded, and I said, well, hey, I got a few tunes here. Would you like to try out one of mine? Actually, I think we might have recorded a couple that day, but there's one of them. It's the title track on this album called Evermore, and she sang it, and I thought, whoa, what have we got here? And I brought home that song that night, and I played it for my wife, Melinda, and Melinda just looked at me, wow. And so Then I lost my cotton picking mind and started my indie record label and signed Jamie, and here we are a little more than a year later, and we've got this album out.
Jamie, tell us about yourself now.
Well, I was going to say that's what my husband says. Whoa, what have we got here?
Yeah.
Well, I'm from Ringgold.
Right.
Started singing, I don't know, probably 7, 8 years old.
You start in church like everybody else?
I did start singing in church
That's
when I was
where
very,
everybody-
very young.
Yeah.
Yeah. My grandmother, it's a funny story, she used to ask me to sing or want me to sing when I was little, and I would climb underneath a pew because I was so scared I didn't want to sing.
Right.
And then about 14 years old, my mom and dad started taking me to clubs. I know it sounds crazy, but they started taking me to all the clubs in Chattanooga, and the house bands would let me sing there. And then there was a competition at a place called the Rockin' Country Club in Chattanooga.
Mm-hmm.
And there was probably 30 bands from all over the place.
Right.
And I sung with a house band. I was 14 years old, and I won the whole thing.
Wow. That's cool.
And so I got to go to Marietta, and I got to sing with Confederate Railroad.
There
That
you
was
go.
before they made it big. Quit singing for a while to raise my kids, and one of my boys went off to the service, and then my other boy went off to college, and I was like, you know, what am I going to do with my life?
Stuck here with my husband
Yeah, I
all
was
day
just-
long.
I know, right? So I just, had to figure out what I wanted to do, and I thought that's the only thing I've ever really, really wanted to do. So
Now, this is really
here
cool.
I am.
Actually, Jim wrote all these songs on this thing. He's a lawyer. We talked about that a little bit last week, but anyway, we got a couple of songs on here. If we can ever get a lawyer into heaven, it'll never be the same. I think that's a cool one right there.
My favorites, we'll deal with the government. You have enough to worry about.
That's a cool tune, too. And I like this other one. Have you been hurt? Call me. Man, these are great. Yeah.
They're free, slip, and fallen is good too. Isn't it?
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And then the one where it says, "I know you love your husband, but I can clean his clock." I hadn't listened to that one yet, but no, I'm just kidding.
Good grief.
Better Dance with Me, Gotta Go, Evermore. Now that's actually the title track.
That's the
Evermore.
title track.
Because You Were So Kind, Hoping It's Right. Which one is your favorite one, girl?
Well, Evermore, probably, just because it got me a record deal.
Right.
Gee, who's your favorite, Stephen? The guy that paid you the most money? No.
Amen.
I tried for that record label that you're signed with, but I didn't have no luck.
Well, what have you done for me lately?
When I found out he was a lawyer, I was even happier. I thought, well, that's good. I got a record label and a lawyer all in one one package.
Man, I don't know. I've had to do a couple of hours of community service because of him.
Stephen looks real good wearing one of them orange pullovers.
Yeah, just own up to it. But now your dad is a big deal. Your dad was
Yeah, he was a
1981 Division Champion Super Pro, and this is 1981 ET bracket racing, drag racing.
Yep. All my life, I grew up at the drag strip around cars.
That's the way to go, man. I'm not
Yeah.
kidding you. That's like us.
So
We're down at
you couldn't help but be a little bit of a tomboy,
Right.
growing up around cars all your life.
But did you ever think about drag racing? I mean, did that ever enter your mind? Or
I did think about it.
Right.
Yeah. I even asked my dad, and he was like, nope, no way.
You're a girl.
There is no way.
You're a girl.
No.
We're going to take you to a
Wait
bar.
a second. Shirley Muldowney. What was her name?
Yeah.
She was the biggest champion
No, you
of
can
them
ask
all.
my husband, though. He's scared to death to ride with me. He said, you drive faster than anybody I know. And I was like, well, it's in my blood, I guess.
I know how that is. This is really cool, though. He won this in 1981. We got the trophy here, so that is cool. And that's back when racing was racing. Nowadays, it's pretty much all computerized. You just mash your button and go. But 81, that is cool. That is very cool. So is he listening today? You going to tell him good?
I don't know. He drives a dump truck, so he has a dump truck business. I don't know if
Maybe
he's
you
listening
could.
or
Maybe you
not,
could
but-
hire him.
I need to hire me driving a dump truck. But, yeah, that is cool. So now this has been released.
It came out a week ago. It's early in the game yet, so we're just waiting to see how it'll do, and we're hoping for the best. But it's on Spotify, Amazon, all of the usual iTunes, the usual platforms, and
it's cool. There's no doubt.
We've had some very good feedback from it.
Well, now have y'all started booking gigs yet, or
working toward that?
Right.
Working toward that. We need to put together the right crew of people to play this kind of music because
Well, you got a whole herd of them down there, man.
well, we do.
You
We
got
do.
what's his name that plays for ARS? What's it? He's still playing with what's his name?
Lee Sheely.
Yeah, Lee.
Well,
is he
he's
still-
not with us these days, but ARS took off. You know, that gig took off with him once COVID
Cleared off, yeah.
off. So he's pretty much unavailable a lot of the time. But
I like O'Lee though. He's a good
he's
guy.
a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah, I've got a heck of a band. So, yeah, and this is country though.
This is not a country album. It's a pop album.
Well, I guess it'll be pop, but it's not jazz.
It's a little jazzy, but it's not jazz.
Right.
It's a little rock, but not
Roll.
full-blown.
Little rock, but
Right.
not roll.
There's even a song on there that could be a country song.
Right. Well, that's really cool. Y'all want
Yeah.
to check this out? Y'all can just Google Evermore, Jamie Lee Hardeman.
I also have a gospel project too we're working on right now.
Oh, really?
With an extended play. So
Yeah.
there'll be some old school
Oh.
hymns on there, and then there's
Yeah.
going to be some newer.
I like the old hymns.
Yeah, so it's kind of a mixture.
I like the
of some
old
cool
hymns. They got this stuff they
gospel
play now.
music.
Like I call it 7-11. I think that's what everybody calls it. It's like seven words, and they repeat it 11
Oh, yeah.
times. So 7,
I'm kind of worried about Stephen. He likes the old hymns. I like the young hers.
I'm talking about music, weirdo. Anyway, we're gonna give something away, Pack.
Definitely. What do you got?
I don't know, Packy.
We got Papa's Pizza, Hiawassee Murphy, and Blairsville.
Yeah, you got us a racing question this time. What kind of question we got?
I got a country music question. You told me to stay to country music.
When have you ever listened to anything I said?
Hey, Stephen, it's your show.
Oh, it's my show now.
Especially
Okay.
when it starts off so wonderful this morning.
Yeah, it was great, wasn't it?
Was.
Yeah. Hey, before we go right quick, I reckon, the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, they stole the catalytic converter off of it. We talked about that, remember?
Yeah.
I reckon PETA offers to pay for the Oscar Mayer Wiener's stolen Cadillac converter if it becomes the vegan mobile. How about that?
Does that mean it has to be like a Beyond Meat wiener
That's
or
what
something?
they said. They say, we pay for your Cadillac converter if you call it the vegan mobile. So instead of the wiener mobile, it's going to be the vegan mobile. I guess they'll have to take the wiener off and put a piece of lettuce on or something. What could you put on it?
Grass.
Grass. Yeah. Yeah, the grass mobile. I don't know how that'd work out too good.
Well, all those PETA people, it'd be the other kind of grass.
I like the wiener mobile, though. PETA has offered to pay for him, though, anyway. Are you a vegan, Pat?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
I'm into meat.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Anyway, let's
Yeah.
jump to break. We're going to open the phone lines up, and we're going to give away Papa's Pizza to Go. Got 3 locations to serve you on that. And so that's going to be a cool deal. All you got to do is call and answer the question of the day. So let's jump to a break for Young Harris Water Sports. We sure do appreciate them, and we'll be right back.
Young Harris Water Sports and RV now offering the Supreme Surf Boat line, along with Hurricane deck boats, Godfrey pontoons, Monterey, Chaparral, Bayliner bow riders, low pontoons, along with both Yamaha and Sea-Doo PWCs and more. Young Harris Water Sports and RV has the area's largest service center, parts and accessory selection, so there's no need to leave the mountains. Young Harris Water Sports and RV at 3676 Highway 76. Online at yhmarineandrv.com.
Let's go! Why suffer from wounds that won't heal due to diabetes, injury, surgery, or other causes? The new Wound Care Center at Erlanger Western Carolina Hospital helps difficult wounds heal, and it's right here in Murphy. Call 828-837-7166.
Finally, you don't have to drive out of the area for magnificent top-end flooring.
Scenic Flooring and Tile will update your outdated kitchen, bath, or extra bedroom into something that livens up your home.
Or adds to resale value down the line. Free estimates and design consultation when you stop by 154 North Main Street in Hiawassee.
Right behind the AT&T store, scenicflooringandtile.com, or call 706-466-7082 to find just what you're looking for.
Options are a beautiful thing. That's why I'm obsessed with my McDonald's order. It's ever-changing, but always me. And right now, it's only $3.49. So I can pair a tasty double cheeseburger, a delicious 6-piece chicken McNuggets, or golden crispy small fries for just $3.49. My order might change depending on my mood, but that feel-good taste of Mickey D's is always the same. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
improving our patients' dental health, one smile at a time. Dr. Jared Houston, Dr. Courtney Marshall, and Dr. Tom Mims at Mims Family Dentistry live by that principle every day. Receive expert care with a broad range of services, from preventive dentistry and periodontal treatments to dental implants and orthodontics. Or maybe it's just about perfecting a beautiful smile. So if you're looking for a new dentist, consider Mims Family Dentistry on Bill Hughes Avenue in Murphy, or visit mimsfamilydentistry.com.
Imagine the scene. It's a snowy night at home. You're getting ready for bed and, yep, your septic tank is full.
Oh.
Guess what? The septic trucks don't do too well on the mountain roads and hollers when there's snow on the ground. So if you don't want to use your chimney for something, other than smoke, call Cherokee Septic for a septic cleaning now. That's 828-644-9385 or CherokeeSepticInc.com. CherokeeSepticInc.com. Outdoor plumbing is no fun this time of year, so call Cherokee Septic before nature calls.
Erlanger Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Murphy is pleased to welcome Dr. Eric Clark to Western Carolina. Dr. Clark is now accepting new patients at 828-492-2146. That's 828-492-2146.
The Morning Dish. The Tuesday Morning Dish is powered by Young Harris Water Sports. You want to deal with people who love boats? You've come to the right place. From a new covered storage facility to boat consignment services, it's all in one place with Young Harris Water Sports.
All righty, we're back with you. The phone lines are open, 706-379-9770. We have got pizza to give away from Papa's Pizza to Go. 3 locations to better serve you. All you got to do is answer the question of the day. What kind of comments we got there, Packy?
Let's see. We got Daryl Gibson is listening to us. We also got Diesel Power Ford. Doug Gibson's listening to us out there. Also, Diesel Power Ford says it's like the movie Don't Look Up and just shows how dumb the world is becoming. I can't stand that movie.
I don't think I've watched that. Copperhead on? Is he he done gone to bed?
I think he's probably in bed.
He ain't even commenting?
Nope.
Dadgummit. What are you going to do? Anyway, give us a call, 706-379-9770. Pat's got a trivia question for country music. And
turn it over to Jamie.
There you go. There you go. Hey, we got a German ballet director formally apologized for smearing feces in the critic's face.
Oh, my goodness.
Did you ever want to do that to someone, Stephen?
He smeared dog poop on this dude because he didn't like his play.
Sounds like the movie The Help. Did you ever see that movie?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, with the pie. With the pie. I love it. Yeah, I love it. So, if this was me and I was the critic, this ain't what the headlines would read. It would read, critic killed ballet director after he smeared poop on him. I think now, Pat, you're going to have to hit me with this, Jim, but if somebody throws a snake on you or rubs poop on you and you take them out of this world, is that legal? I mean, is that like...
You'd probably be convicted of some form of manslaughter for that.
It wouldn't be like, I just let y'all stop
It wouldn't
free.
be get out of jail. Well, now, a jury has the power to nullify things. They can decide on their verdict irrespective of the evidence. But, if you're going to take somebody out and kill them.
But if they rub poop on you, man.
Then you got.
Or throw a snake. A snake is just as bad.
Self-defense.
Then you had. Well, was it a poisonous snake?
I don't even care. I don't care what kind of snake it is.
If it's
you got to claim that you were in fear of your life.
That's right.
I'm telling you,
then
comes
you
snakes.
shoot him.
Yeah.
Then you shoot him. If it's a poisonous snake, go for it. Take him out.
Well, how do you know if it's poisonous or not? You have to really inspect them before you know.
Well, that'll be your defense.
And
they're all a copperhead.
I'm with you, man. They're all, and they're
It's
huge.
always a copperhead.
And they're big, biggest snake I ever
10-foot
seen.
long copperhead. Man.
Yeah, I'll guarantee it. Hey, y'all call us 706-379-9770. 706-379-9770. But if they do that and if you drag them inside, then it's okay, right?
Yeah.
If nobody sees it, is that what you're saying?
No blood trail going into the
That's
front
right.
door.
As long that's a new legal doctrine, Pat. As long as nobody sees it, it's legal.
I got it. Y'all heard that from the lawyer.
If a tree in the woods falls down, does it make a noise? If nobody hears it, it didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know. I think it ought to be legal.
So critics go to art shows too. Apparently there was an art show in Miami. The new phase or style in art is to make art pieces that look like balloon sculptures.
What now?
You know how the balloon guys make dogs and stuff like that
Sure,
out
they
of balloons.
twist them around and stuff.
Yeah. The new thing is now you make them out of glass, but it looks like it's a balloon dog. And apparently one of the patrons didn't realize it was not a balloon. She went up and touched it, and it broke into 1 million pieces.
And now she owes $1 million.
$420,000.
That ain't even funny.
No.
Where's this at?
Miami. Where else?
How do you get a balloon dog worth of $400,000?
Well, think about this. How did Hunter Biden make all that money selling his art?
There you go.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Who we got, Pat?
Influence.
Well, we got a caller. We have got a caller. They're going to give the question of the day. You ready? You ready, Pat?
You mean
I'm ready. Bob Weechie.
Hey, Bob, you ready to go, bub?
Yeah, I'm going to try one.
Where you from?
I live in Blue Ridge.
Where you from?
I'm from Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania?
Yep.
You a
North of
long way from
Pittsburgh.
home, man. Long way from home.
I've been down here 14 years.
What's Pennsylvania famous for?
Hershey bar.
Oh,
Hershey bars. There
Pittsburgh
you go.
Steelers. Yeah, I've been to Hershey.
Yeah, I have too. I love Hershey. Yep. And the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yep.
Bunch of crooks.
I don't even watch football anymore.
Yeah, I don't
No,
either.
I don't either.
No, I don't either, man. I guarantee it. So you work or you retired or what do you do?
No, I'm 70. I've been down here a while.
Okay, so you done retired. How do you retire at that age? I don't understand that.
Oh, I retired earlier than that.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Wow. That must be nice.
I knew the answer yesterday. I'm going to try one today. Shania Twain. I knew that answer.
All right, you ready to go?
All right, yep.
Okay, Bob, you'll know this one, too. If you knew the Shania Twain one, you'll know this one. What year did Garth Brooks release his Friends in Low Places single?
Oh, boy. I'm going to say... Oh, man. I'm trying to think here.
Oh, he's not. He's
looking it up.
He's Googling.
No, I'm in bed. 96.
Oh, dang, Bob, you were close. 1990.
Yeah, he was just 6
90.
years off. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
just
close
6
enough.
years off.
Hey,
Hey.
do you realize that song is 33 years old?
Wow.
It doesn't seem like it.
Uh-uh.
I remember singing that song when I was in the bars. Well, trying to anyway.
You know, that's the thing about it, though. He sang the song Friends in Low Places. Then when everybody joins in, it's actually all of his lawyers and his accountants and all of them. That's actually who was singing that with the group that sounded like a bunch of people in the bar. It's actually there's lawyers and his attorneys and all that fancy people.
It's
Garth
like the
learned
other-
country music, man. He learned country music.
It's
Runt
like that newer one.
Wait
that
a
came
minute.
out.
What did he do, Stephen?
He learned country music.
Runt?
Yeah.
How you spell that? Runt.
R-U-N-T.
R-U-N-T.
You learned it. Now, you're from Ringo, Georgia. You know what runt means.
She does.
I know what it means. I just don't know how to spell it.
You don't have to have. You don't gotta know how to spell it.
She speaks redneck, Stephen.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
do.
So what do you call it, Pat, if it ain't runt? What is it?
It's ruined.
See how much
I'd
better.
say
there's,
ruined,
there's an
ruined,
ED
and all
on
that
the
stuff.
not a T.
It flows better if you say runt.
Runt?
It just runt.
Well,
That's what
I don't know if
bacchanal. Do you know the
that's-
word bacchanal?
What is the
Yep.
word?
Backing out.
Yeah.
Backing out the truck.
Yeah, bacchanal when we were kids.
A bacchanal is what they're having down in New Orleans
Yeah.
about right,
Right.
now.
No,
Right.
bacchanal like what? You
Pat, you know what that
Backing out-
means.
Backing
I
out the
do. It
driveway.
means a party,
no,
right?
No, bacchanal's like in the past.
A bacchanal
Back
is a
up
big party where they're drinking wine and getting wild and
It's not
crazy.
either. It's like bacchanal when we were kids.
I gotta go down to dang old Chevron because I'm out of backer now.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that could work too. That's the English language. It works for different stuff. I'm a backer now.
So runt, you just take burnt, you take the B off and just add a R.
Burnt.
Runt.
Yeah. Now, you Yankees out there, y'all learned a new word of the day. Runt. I thought everybody used that.
How about boiled? Is it bolded?
Bold.
Bold.
Bold
penis.
I saw a
Damn, you
sign
ain't
one
got it.
time that said bolded. B-O-U-L-D-E-D.
There you go. What do you think, Pat? Have you learned anything
I'm
today?
just grinning.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here grinning.
All right, man, you have won you some Papa's Pizza to go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I learn a lot listening to this show in the morning.
Yeah, we're gonna
God
get you.
help us all.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know, right?
there you go.
Hey, Bob, it's okay to learn it. Just don't act on anything you hear.
Hey, we learn you something every day.
You know they quit they quit singing that bar song when I Love This Bar came out. That song.
Yeah, they did. They dropped the other Friends in Low Places. Really a terrible song if you ever try to sing it. It's kind of like that, what is that, The Love Shack. You know, that's the one that Packy always does when he does karaoke.
You're getting out of my genre of music now.
B-52, so.
Hey, you got to check out this new gal right here, Jamie Lee Hardeman. You'll like that. You got to get that. We got an album right here. We need to give one of these away.
I thought he's a jazz guy. I didn't listen to jazz too much.
He's got country, jazz, rock and roll. He's got it all, man.
I might take a listen to it.
All right, man.
There's some jazzy aspects to it.
All right.
We appreciate you calling in.
All right. Bye.
I know we're past Valentine's Day, but I reckon the Indian government asked citizens to hug cows on Valentine's Day. What's the deal with that? Go out and hug a cow.
That's really sweet. It's perfectly normal, Stephen.
Go hug a cow. Now, over there, like cows are like sacred, ain't they?
Yeah, they're Hindus.
Cows are Hindus?
Don't Hindus worship cows?
I think they do.
Yeah.
It's illegal to kill a cow over there.
Really? So how do you get the steak out of it?
You don't.
Just cut a little piece here and a little piece there.
Is that kind of like the golden calf in the Bible that they was worshiping?
I don't know. But they're like, what is the deal with the cows? Why are they so, Cow Hug Day. Why was it a cow? I don't understand where the cow come in.
Yeah, I could have picked a better animal, I think.
Yeah, like a chicken.
Something, a monkey.
Hug a chicken. I could go with hug a chicken. You like cows, Pat?
Well done.
Yeah, with you. No, I like mine medium rare.
Medium rare.
Okay, medium rare. That's
medium
good.
rare.
Yeah.
Anything between medium well and well done is okay.
Yeah, I just think that's crazy. But anyway, I guess everybody's got their own thing going. But what are you going to do? Who you got on tomorrow, Pat?
Let's see. Tomorrow we got Kelly Crawford, the communications manager for the Blue Ridge Mountain EMC.
Oh, yeah, she's a sweet girl. Yep.
Yeah.
Is she going to bring the big boss man in with her?
Big boss man is out of town tomorrow, but we're going to get him on in the next week or two when he gets back.
Well, that'll work. What's going on with the EMC right now? We call it the Easy Money Company.
I wanted to ask him about the security plans for their substation, since that seems to be one of the targets for people recently.
Right.
What's your theory on those events, Pat?
I think people get crazy when they drink liquor. Everything that I think about revolves around liquor. You notice that, right?
That's because you're quitting for 40 days.
Yeah. And I just keep having to remind myself,
Yeah, you don't need that old stuff.
Hey, what do you think about Don Lemon, right? They're sending him off for training because he needs to be trained that women are not past their due date when they're 50 years old, right?
Oh, my word.
Well, he doesn't care about women anyway. He's not interested in them at all.
No, but he thinks, that they're only in their prime when they're 20s and 30s, and a few that get into the early 40s.
I would just hate to be him walking down the road or walking down the sidewalk myself, because that's a good way to get killed. And a woman can get off with it. I mean, it'd be like, she's innocent. Yeah. All right, folks, we're out of here. Jim, thank you for coming in.
Thank you. Thank
Jim,
you for having
thank
me.
you also. Pat, you be good. Daniel Duello brought you this part of the show. We appreciate them. So if you've had anything going on, need a lawyer, give him a call. Daniel Duello, good people. And we'll talk to y'all tomorrow.